Chelsea returned from the international break with a bang, smashing 7 past Port Vale at the Stamford Bridge to punch our ticket to Wembley. From an Estvo masterclass to a total tactical dominance, as well as the 5 things we learned from Chelsea's 7-0 dominant win. Before we dive into this video, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Or if you have been following me for a while, you know the drills. Help your boy get to that 10k subscriber mark. Let's dive into it. It was a dominant performance at the bridge as we punch our ticket to the FA Cup semi-final. For a team that has faced some scrutiny lately, this was the perfect get-right game for us to show the gulf in class between us and the EFL side. I know the critics will say yes, it's just Sportville, but I believe that big clubs are meant to dominate smaller teams, and Chelsea did that perfectly, which leads me into the first thing we learned. Estvo is truly exciting. I'm telling you right now, Estvo is a superstar in the making. The numbers from the match was absolutely elite. He finished the game with a massive 8.9 rating, bagging 1 goal, 1 assist. But look at the underlying data. We are seeing 2 big chances created, 4 key passes, 4 total shots, 2 shots on target, and 2 hit woodwork. And that's the stat I want to focus on. Even when he was denied by the frame of the goal twice, he was still the creative heartbeat of every attack we launched. His ability to manipulate spaces, tee up teammates, specifically that assist for Santos, proves he isn't just a prospect, he's already one of the most efficient creators in this system. Chelsea fans in the ground are absolutely loving him, and while the numbers don't lie, the eye test is even more scary. According to Opta, age 18 years old, 345 days, Chelsea's Estvo is the youngest player to score and assist in an FA Cup game for a Premier League side since Bukayo Saka for Arsenal against Bournemouth in January 2020. And Leon's senior comments really summed up what we all have been feeling about his impact since returning. There is no ceiling for him. We have missed him. He came in and just plays. He wants to get on the ball. Wherever he is on the pitch, he's a threat. Seeing him grab a goal and assist, and having that goal confirmed by Vale, just reinforces to me that he's ready for the big moments. He finished as the man of the match, alongside Estvo, who opened the scoring in the second minute. The future of our blue culture looks incredibly bright. These aren't just prospects to us anymore, they are genuine contributors. On the opposite flank, I think Pedro Neto was solid as well. He finished with a 7.4 rating in 61 minutes of action, providing 1 assist, creating 1 big chances, and providing a key pass, 1 shot and 1 on target. Having that kind of efficiency on both wings makes us such a dangerous side to contain. Which leads me to the second thing we learned: total set-piece domination. The matrix don't lie. We completely exploited the heights and the organization gap today. It's one thing to have the ball, but it's another thing to be clinical when the ball is there. And both Tosin and Santos found the net with headers from corners. And honestly, I have to give credit where it's due. For all the sticks I give to Tosin, he was solid for the most part of the game. He finished with a 8.6 rating, 9 defensive contribution, 9 clearance, 8 aerial duel won, but the standout metric for me is 0 time dribble passed. That level of discipline allows us to keep the pressure high. When you look at the team stats, the golf in class is staggering. He finished with a 77% ball possession, 11 big chances created, 20 shots. When you compare our 5.34 XG to their 0.14, it shows we aren't just keeping possession for the sake of it. We are creating high value chances through elite delivery structure. I love seeing us weaponize set piece like this. It's a sign of a team that is well drilled and tactically superior. Leon Senior was clearly pleased with the clinical nature of our performance, and his comments reflected the standard we expect at the pitch. It's great. It's why you come to this club. You want to win trophies, you want to be in big games. And I was really happy with the players. Their attributes were top. We scored 7 goals, and that came from an energy and intensity which I enjoy. That energy and intensity is exactly what I want to see moving forward. We didn't just win, we dominated every blade of grass. Which brings me to the third thing we learned, and that is Joao Pedro is him. And I've been saying it, but the consistency is looking difficult to ignore. Joao Pedro is him. He has that knack for this competition, and his clinical finish in the bottom corner for the second goal tonight completely set the tone for the round. He finished the match with a 7.7 rating, scoring 1 goal, 22 touches. He was efficient, he was direct, and most importantly, he was effective in tight spaces. That ability to beat his man and progress the play is what makes him so dangerous. We have to look at the historical context here. He's now scored 7 goals in his last 7 FA Cup appearances. This isn't luck, that's elite positioning and knockout stage pedigree. Whether it's his movement off the ball or his composure in front of goal, he's becoming a reliable director of attack in high-stake games. In my eyes, he's well on course to be Chelsea Player of the Season. I love the way he carries himself on the pitch. He plays with a level of confidence that filters through the rest of the squad. And that leads me to the fourth thing we learned. No Enzo, no problem. A lot of people were worried about how we would detect play without Enzo in the lineup. But today proved that it's no Enzo, no problem. Even with him out, Chelsea dominated from minute 1. If anything, this performance shows us that the squad depth is finally stepping up to a level we demanded. Romeo Lavia and Andre Santos were both phenomenal, providing a level of physical security and technical quality that allowed us control the middle of the park with ease. Santos in particular was a different breed today. He finished with an 8.5 rating, 1 goal and 95% pass accuracy. He wasn't just recycling the ball, he was creating evidence of his 2 key passes and a big chance created. For me, the real story is what he did off the ball. Take a look at this. 6 ground well won, and that is exactly what we need. When you combine that with 6 defensive contributions, 3 tackles won, and interception, you see a complete midfield performance. I love seeing this hybrid ability. The power to win the ball back, followed with the composure to finish in the box. We aren't just relying on individuals anymore. We have a system where players like Santos can step in and keep the engine running perfectly. Which leads me to the last and final thing we learned: momentum for the season's end. Let's be honest, we needed this after a tough run in the Premier League and that frustrating exit against PSG in the Champions League. This result was more than just a win, it was a necessary statement. I felt like we needed to remind the rest of the country exactly who we are. We are the 3rd most successful club in the FA Cup history, and we have to play like it. With a spot in the semi-final at Wembley finally secured, the path to silverware is clear. I don't want to hear about the opposition. This was about us. This wasn't just a 7-0 win. It was a reminder of what Chelsea will look like when everything clicks. I believe this is the spark we need to carry us through the final stretch of the season. The energy is back, the kids are cooking, and Wembley is coming. We go again. And with that said, that's the end of the video, my friends. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.